Joseph, welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Shock is what people say they experienced after watching the video that I'm about to show you. There's been a lot of controversial opinions circling this video. The caption of this video reads, 8 boys and many grandbabies. Later, we have a husband and a wife who are showing their 8 boys and their families. No more wasting time. Let's get it. All right, guys, there you go. Now, in case you missed it, I'm going to play it one more time. We're going to check it out one more time. Let's go. All right, so my question to you guys is, what do you think the conversation in the comment section was about? What do you think people were talking about? Do you think they were talking about the smiles on their faces, the kids, how this family did a good job of somehow raising 8 marriageable men? Shout out to that. That's good coffee. Or were they talking about how 7 of those 8 married men were married to white women? What do you think? Well, we're not going to have to guess anymore. We're going to check out some of these comments. But of course, I'm curious to know, what were your immediate thoughts after seeing this video? I'm always interested in these type of topics, mainly because people's thought process to me when it comes to situations of dating and who either women choose to date or marry and men choose to date or marry when it comes to race. I'm always intrigued by the very obvious selective outrage when it comes to this particular topic. Let's check out some of these comments. What would Dr. Umar say? Well, this comment says Dr. Umar is going to have a field day with this one. I'm sure he'll respond to this video for sure. Here's somebody else who says, all I see is a beautiful family, nothing more, nothing less. People are so focused on the wrong thing and not the one word, which is love. This commenter says 14K likes on that. Do you agree? I will say this. Let's be honest. If this was like some Asian couple and they had 8 daughters and 7 out of 8 of them married black dudes, we would notice it. People would comment, right? I'm not surprised that people were picking out like, okay, that's interesting. Or if the same thing happened with a Hispanic family and 7 out of 8 of them married white men, right? I'm sure people would point it out. I think where I get lost is when people act like those couples are doing something wrong, or those people who decided to marry who they felt valued by are doing something wrong. Here's somebody else who says, damn, it really snowed so quickly. 107 likes. This next comment comes from a black woman. She says, I would be wondering what I did wrong, with the laughing emoji and 10K likes. So her and 10 people also agree that if they had that many sons and the majority of them decided to marry white women, they would be wondering where they went wrong. Would you also think the same thing, or maybe you'd be tempted to think the same thing? Or would you just be happy and hope that the children you raise find somebody who values them and who they value? And listen, people have really strong opinions when it comes to this topic. They really do. They really do. And there are also people who get really upset if they run into other people who don't have strong opinions when it comes to interracial dating and marriage. Somebody else here says, as a mom of 5 boys, I was so ready to be pumped up, ... Anywho, anybody grilling today? And so she's not interested anymore after seeing that the majority of those young black men married white women. I don't see what the problem is, right? I don't see what the problem is. And someone may say, well, I'll be curious to know what led to them picking those women in particular. I think that's a reasonable question. Surroundings, upbringing, community, etc. Here's somebody else who says, thank God it wasn't just me, with the laughing emojis, because what in the raisins and potato salad happened? Who hurt them? See, I don't agree with this sentiment of just because you choose to marry somebody outside of your race, then you are hurt by the people who are in your race. I think there are multiple factors that can contribute to something like this, right? And my biggest problem with a lot of people who feel strongly about this particular topic is the same people who will say, oh no, this is wrong, and black men shouldn't date white women or Asian women or whatever, and black women shouldn't date white men or Asian men or whatever. It will be those same people who will push this whole idea of being more inclusive. They're the same people. They're the same people who complain about how something is excluding them out of an opportunity, or people need to be more inclusive. But when it comes to these topics, they fight the most against it. Another comment here says, my smile literally disappeared. This chick literally was smiling, and when she saw that those men were married to white women, the smile disappeared. Biggest sigh, she says. 19 likes on that one. 19 people also agree, followed by another woman here who says, y'all so bitter in these comments. The family looks happy, and that's all that matters. 8,000 likes on that comment. Here's somebody else who says, I'm disappointed in some of the comments. This just looks like a big, beautiful, and most importantly, happy family. Somebody else here says they kept coming. That's a funny comment. 15.9K likes there. She's like, yo, the snow bunnies kept coming and coming. Another comment here says, a lot of these comments are the problem with the world. That's a beautiful family, this white woman says. Before and after all the additions, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? So here we have a response. One of the sons actually responded back to the backlash that they were getting. And yes, they were getting backlash. And this is what he had to say. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
What's up, y'all? So I know a lot of you are probably here from the viral video you saw of my family, and you probably have some questions. So I just want to touch on just a couple of things really quick. First off, my parents taught us to never ever see color and to only see people for who they truly are and their character. And as far as for our partners, they told us to seek a woman who loves God. And that was the basis for how we chose the people who we ended up with. Another thing is my parents did an amazing job raising us.
Hold on, I got to go back a little bit because that might give some information. Hold on.
And as far as for our partners, they told us to seek a woman who loves God. And that was the basis for how we chose the people who we ended up with.
That statement alone, at least for me, answers a lot of my speculations. Because I don't care who people date and marry. I just encourage anybody to go wherever they're valued, especially in today's crazy dating market. Limiting yourself to a particular race or group, regardless of how you're treated, is just insane. You're going to have a very difficult time. Are you valued? Are you respected? And do you get along with that person? Can you see yourself lasting long term with that person? Is what I believe should be taken seriously into consideration. Now, I want to touch on him saying somebody who values God. It makes me think, are they maybe Mormon? Or I don't know. And this is me. I'm just speaking here, guys. I don't know for sure. Or maybe some type of religion where there are not a lot of black people. I don't know. I almost want to do some research here and actually check it out. Hold on. Yeah, I really wasn't able to find anything, but who knows? Let's keep listening.
Another thing is my parents did an amazing job raising us. 8 boys. Could not have been an easy feat for anyone. And I want to just applaud them on the great job that they did raising each and every one of me and my brothers.
That's facts.
And shout out to my beautiful wife. I love you. And to my brothers, I love you guys so much. My parents, I love you guys, and my children. And all the grandbabies, we love each and every one of you. And I hope and I pray that each and every one of you guys can hopefully find that type of love between your in-laws, your kids, and your parents, and you share that love with others. Peace.
All right. I do want to say, man, anybody who's able to raise 8 boys into men who then go on to create strong, respectable families deserves an applause, right? People worry about the wrong thing. They would rather you're out here creating broken homes or just running the streets as a black man, as long as it's with black women. and you're not going to get shitted on for that. Let's check out some responses to the video he just made here. This comment says, never see color. Told me all I need to know. Off rip. With the laughing emojis, thank you for answering. And she's got the Umar profile pic there, which is hilarious. Here's somebody else who says, you don't have to explain nothing to no one. Your family is beautiful, she says. I'd actually agree with that. I don't see why he felt the need to explain himself. If there's something I've learned about people's beliefs, if people are set in a particular belief, there's nothing you're going to say. You can show them that you have the proof and facts. You can show them anything, bro. If people are set in one way, trying to explain yourself, especially people who've already decided that you are wrong, in most cases is a fruitless endeavor. Here's somebody else who says, the racism in the comments of the video of your family was outrageous. Beautiful family. Thanks for standing strong. I think at some point you have to, because, you know, they have kids together. You don't want those kids growing up thinking they're a product of something that was wrong or something that shouldn't have been pursued. Somebody else who says, everyone sees color. You have to know the difference and struggles of each other. However, loving someone for their character is top tier. All right, so we've got one more video here that I want to check out from a brother who made some comments about this particular topic. You guys can go check him out on TikTok. He goes by the name of, give me a second here, I'm trying to say the right name, That's So Astro. So it's that's_so_astro. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
So the video with the one black mom with 8 black sons that married 7 white women, and one of them married one black woman, has the internet up in shambles. Though this was one of the most respectful displays of interracial relationships that I've ever seen in my life. Nobody said anything. Everybody just showed their family. But even though those dudes are winning because they're happy and they have healthy families and they're still a part of each other's lives as a family, I guess they're not winning because they didn't date black women. When you get on the internet, 90% of black women content is how they hate black men, how they don't need black men, how black men ain't shit, how black men are dusty, crusty, musty, all of the above. They're pookies, they're rayways, they're broke, they're not this, they're not that. They ain't. Then you got 5% that come on here and they actually with us. And then 5% that shit just seemed like it's forced upon them to even say that they with us. Like that shit don't even seem genuine. And then y'all get mad at other races for accepting us for who we actually are.
All right, so what do you guys think of what he said so far? I will say this. I think there's something that's a little bit corny when people overdo the praise of either black men praising black women or black women praising black men. And that's a hot take, right?
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
The whole, for example, like the guy I just reacted to who was talking about how the black woman is God, and you know, he wants you to bow down 2 to 3 times a day. And then there are the guys who won't say that the black woman is God, but they want you to lift black women up, and there's nothing more beautiful. Even if you believe that, as somebody who's married to a black woman, there's an amount of, I want to call it glazing, right? But there's an amount of pandering that just starts to tip over into cringe, kind of like, take it easy, right? I can't be the only one who feels that way. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't say good things about black women and black women shouldn't say good things about black men. That's not what I'm trying to say. I just think that at times it can get cringe. No one was asking for it. Settle down. Let's keep listening.
No stipulations. No conditions. Just love the man for who he is. Love the man himself. And y'all hate when people just come out of nowhere and just love us because they love us.
Now, I disagree with that. There's no woman who, black, white, Asian, There is no woman, it is not in a woman's nature to love you with no conditions, stipulations, and no expectations other than your mother. It is not in a woman's nature to love you that way. I think one of the best quotes I ever heard, I don't think he came up with the quote, was from Mike Tyson, who said, your mother did everything for your survival, and your woman loves you for her survival, right? She does everything for you for her survival, which is that hypergamous nature in women. She's constantly thinking when she's looking at what man should I pick? How will this man help my future offspring and put myself in a better position? Because this is how the human race has kept moving and has survived. Let's keep listening.
People see black dudes dating white women and say, oh, you must hate your mother. Their mother made this video. They made the video with their mother, gave their mother these beautiful grandchildren. All of these dudes are in their mother's lives. These wives know the mothers. These grandchildren knows the mother. The mother seems well loved. And then a lot of y'all bust out and say, we don't have a problem with black men dating white women. It's just that every time they date white women, they put black women down. They ain't said shit to y'all. Y'all came up in there putting them down. They didn't say shit.
That's a pretty good point.
They just showed their beautiful families, and y'all came in there with all of the hate. All of the hate. So please stop putting that shit on black men. It's just because whenever y'all date white women, y'all put us down. No, y'all put yourself down, because whenever y'all see that shit, you feel down.
I don't think that all black women look at that and say, oh, I'm sick to my stomach and it shouldn't be that way. No, I don't believe it's always like that. But I do think the overwhelming majority of the women, at least that we see on social media and online, usually have something negative to say about a black man dating outside of his race. But of course, guys, I'm curious to know, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you as always for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.